Tonight, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, on EA Sports. As we'll see Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers versus Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
The playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, it's the Monday conclusion to what's been an amazing Super Wild Card weekend, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Green Bay Packers. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018 from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And there's really no underestimating or downplaying the incredible regular season he had throwing the football. When you throw for over 5,000 yards, that's a monster season. He's got an offense that's certainly capable of doing damage in the postseason as well. But he also understands that defense tends to win championships in the playoffs. He wants to find a way to set that aside and advance his team.
That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to be brought down right there, so nothing after the catch. First down, Mayfield. Pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team that had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Mayfield looks to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's Mayfield. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 36 yards. And the Bucs will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Here's Reed. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10
at their own 24. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This is 2nd and 8.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Again, it's Jones.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
2nd and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Not the warmest starts throwing the football. He was 1 for 3, now 1 for 4 on the opening drive.
So getting him comfortable is the key. And for him, it might be different than what we think is.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Shaquille Barrett coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And he gets off a high spiraling kick. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up to it'd be ideal.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. A quick pass here to Godwin. And Godwin going to have a Bucs first down as the tackle made up around the 33-yard line.
Mayfield off the play fake, fighting to stay upright. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Rachaad White.
67 yards.
And the Bucs have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
McLaughlin now to add the PAT.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was all finished off by a touchdown catch from Rachaad White. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Running on first down is Jones, but he's not going to get much, maybe a couple. And it's second down. Now Love. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Love. That'll be caught right side by Reed. Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away, and you think about just...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and the Buccaneers will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He completes this to Russell Gage, and he'll be taken down right there at the 38.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
They run straight ahead here with White, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. This is taken around the 12. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling...
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Here's 2nd and 3.
They run the draw play. This is White. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. To throw, Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Mayfield.
Here's White. They set up the screen.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Throwing, Mayfield.
He's got Otten.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Caught on the right side, Reed. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Love from the gun.
Looking deep here for Doubs.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown.
Romeo Doubs.
38 yards.
And the Packers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away.
Pass midfield. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made, is the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is no good. He missed it. And the lead will hold at 10. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play.
Strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. A look around the NFL, we'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
57 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Here's Love. That is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Love now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. To throw now. Here's Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Luke Musgrave, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are back within a score.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Right back to Chris Godwin. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
from the gun. Mayfield.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
92 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Jet sweep. Here's Watson. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Love going to give this one to Jones. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Play fake. Here's Love rolling to his left. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one goes for 36 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Williams looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy.
Now all of a sudden, it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Jones.
And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Here we go with Williams. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. Williams stopped up short of the goal line on 4th down. And the result, instead of the chip shot to tie, they turned the ball over on downs. They begin the drive on the ground. It's Wright. Able to bust through the tackle, but not much to show for it. Still inside the 5. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They keep it on the ground. White again. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Out of his end zone, Mayfield. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here.
On the return is Reed. So here's Love and the Packers. Down 17-16. A minute 45 to play. They've got the crowd behind them, and they need only a field goal to survive and advance to these playoffs. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They execute.
Played really well early, and then he kind of relaxed a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Here comes 2nd down. Love looking to throw it. Watson making the catch.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Able to find Jones. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final time. 85 seconds left to go. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, that ended for them. But when they look back, they'll have a lot to be proud of and see if they turn the page towards the next season.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Lambeau, good night, everybody.